So today's topic is NCERT 12th Standard Physics, Chapter 3, Current Electricity, Introduction. Actually, when we deal with electric charges and fields, usually we consider the charges at rest. Okay, so there you have two options. A charges can be rest and still it can be analyzed, and charges can be in motion, still it can be analyzed. So in this chapter we are going to deal with charges in motion. So in the first chapter, that is electric charges and electric field, all charges were either free. Free means we have free electrons, that is out of the parent atom. This electrons is out of the parent atom, or it can be bounded also. Bounded means the electrons is with the parent atom. There we treat the charges in rest, and we did all the derivations based on that condition. In this chapter we allow charges to move. So when the charges is moving, it constitutes a electric current. So this will give you electric current. That means the key point here is the current. If I say electric current, the charge has to move. It has to be in motion. Okay. So charges in motion constitute an electric current. So such currents occur naturally in many situations. So you can see the movement of charges in many situations. One good example is lightning. So you have clouds, it is filled with charges, and this is our earth, and we treat this as zero potential. Now what happens is the lightning will try to discharge and it tries to reach the 0 volts. So now here you have a static charge. Okay, when the charges in the form of clouds, but when it is discharges through the airspace and reaches the ground, the charges are moving and it is grounded. So now the charges is moving. Therefore, now when it moves, it becomes current, electric current. Okay, so lightning is one such phenomenon in which charges flows from the clouds to the earth through the atmosphere. So atmosphere is nothing but our air. This will result in some disastrous results, because it will sometimes it may damage our buildings if you don't put a proper lightning arresters, like that. The flow of charges in lightning is not steady. So if you see, this is not a steady current. Steady current means always the value has to be constant. Sometimes the value will be very high, sometimes the value will be so from the origin to the ground it will take different values. Okay, so that's why we say it is not a steady current. If I say steady current, so the word we are introducing here is steady current. Steady current means the flow of charges is constant. That means current is constant, and the unit of current is amperes. Okay, but in our day-to-day life we see so many things moves with a constant current. For example, water flows smoothly in a river. So in the river, if the water flows smoothly, then we can say it as a steady current. Similarly, you can have a torch. So the torch, okay, this is our torch. Now it may contain one cell or sometimes 3 cells. So each cell will be having 1.5 volts. So 4.5 volts, like that. Some cells torchlight will be having 3 volts or even single cell. In that case, the lamp is the load. So lamp is the load means you have, say, assume 3 volts and a lamp. So this is a lamp will have a resistance. Therefore here, if I assume the lamp is going to have 3 ohms, then the current is 1 amps. This is for example, but definitely it is not 3 ohms, 1 amps, and this 1 amps is steady, and this potential will slowly decay with respect to the time for the dry cell. Okay, right. Similarly, for clock, if you see clock, you will be using 1.5 volts cell, and you have the clock. Okay, so this is our clock. Inside the clock you will be having some electrical and electronic mechanism. So because of that resistance, assume some value R, there will be a steady current because this R is not going to change. Therefore, a torch and a cell driven clock are good examples of such devices having constant current. But in this chapter, we will be studying some basic laws concerning steady electric currents. Steady electric current means the current is going to be constant. It is not going to fluctuating, or it is not going to take some arbitrary value. So this is the introduction. You should know about basic current electricity. So the difference between charges in the rest and the charges in the motion. So we already covered charges in the rest in the first chapter itself. Now we are dealing with charges in the motion. So when a charge moves, you will see a electric current. Okay, and that too in this chapter we are going to deal only with steady current. Hope you have understood the basic introduction about current electricity. Thank you for watching. Nandri.